Holla. So, y'all, today I want to talk about changing your reaction to get a better result. So, I feel like a lot of us don't realize that throughout life, you're going to be tested. Life is, I feel like, is full of lessons. Life is full of tests. And once you learn how to pass the test that God has given you, it becomes easier in a way. I feel like a lot of us don't realize that we tend to go through some of the same circumstances over and over and over again. And I know sometimes when you're going through something, it may feel as if it's just never ending. It may feel as if you keep encountering the same types of obstacles and the same types of just negative interactions over and over and over again. And it's because there is a test that you need to pass. For example, say if you keep encountering situations with, let's say you have a hard time with money. Say that you keep going through the same obstacle over and over again with money. Say if you keep finding that you're short on money or you're short on bills, and you keep going through this same situation over and over again, and it is because it is time for you to take a step back and figure out how are you reacting to this. You cannot keep doing the same thing expecting different results. And this requires you to be honest with yourself. This requires you to take full accountability for your own actions. So, back to my example. Not my sister up there laughing, but she ain't laughing at me. She on the phone, but it just distracted me. Let me calm down. But in this situation, you would have to take a step back and ask yourself, like, okay, like, what things have I been spending money on? Like, where is all my money going to? Why am I not able to manage money? Or am I entertaining reckless spending habits and not prioritizing my bills? Like, what is my problem here? Am I buying things that really could have waited until next paycheck? Am I going out when really I could have just stayed home and saved that money? So it's like you have to change how you react to get a different result, because if not, you're going to keep facing this same test over and over again. You're going to keep facing coming up short on bills, or you're going to keep facing a lack of money. You have to learn how to take full responsibility for the role that you play in certain things. Another example would be relationships. Say if you keep coming across the same negative dating experiences or relationship experiences. Like, literally, say if it's just the same thing. Say if you keep coming across experiences where your partner keeps taking advantage of you, and then you have to end up breaking up with them after some time. Like, you keep going through the same thing over and over again. And you ask yourself, you're probably getting frustrated, like, dang, why do I keep going through this when it comes to relationships? Like, why is it that everyone I meet, they're taking advantage of me? Like, I end up spending all my money on them. Or, you know, it started off good, like they were spending their money on me, but then it turned out that I was just spending all of my money on them. I was getting nothing in return, or they couldn't even, you know, not even just monetary wise, but they couldn't even be there for me emotionally. And here I am, I'm spending all my money on them, I'm being such a good person to them. Like, what is going on? Oh, I'm so frustrated. Okay, that was just too dramatic. But say if that's something that you were going through and you keep going through it over and over again, that means that it is time for you to take a step back and ask yourself, like, okay, why is it that the last 3 people I dated seem to take advantage of me? Is it because I can be a little bit naive? Is it because I see red flags, but I choose to tuck them away because I feel like this person had other good qualities about themselves? Is it that I was just too afraid to be alone, but I been kind of realized they had, you know, this red flag about themselves? Like, what is it? And I want y'all to just realize that with these examples I am giving y'all, like I just mentioned, it requires you to be completely honest with yourself. If you want to stop going through the same cycle with life over and over and over again, you have to change your reaction. Another example would be, say if you just keep experiencing road rage. That's something all of us probably got. Cause baby, like say if you keep experiencing road rage, like to the point where you're so angry and frustrated that whenever you finally get to your destination, wherever you finally get to where it is that you were heading to, you have such a huge attitude that you are nasty and disrespectful towards the cashiers, or you're nasty and you're disrespectful towards other customers, all because of road rage. You may tend to realize, like, dang, like, why is it that every time I get behind this wheel, people cannot drive? Why is it that I keep getting so frustrated with this? Like, I'm so upset. Like, you may tend to realize that, and it's because of how you are reacting. You're going to keep being faced with that same test over and over again, especially with people not knowing how to drive, honey. We gonna all face that for the rest of our lives, because that's the truth. People don't know how to drive. But what you would do is, the next time you feel like your road rage is easing on, or you may see someone may begin to like cut you off, like while you're driving, someone cuts you off. What you would do is you would take a deep breath and allow yourself to have more self-control. And you have to tell yourself, like, okay, I'm not going to react the same way I always react. Like, I'm not going to start cursing. I'm not going to start, you know, doing this or that because it makes me have an attitude with everyone else around me afterwards, or whenever I reach my destination and I'm having an attitude. I'm not going to have a good vibe about myself because of what is going to happen if I react to this. So, like I said, you would have self-control, and you would take a deep breath, and you would say to yourself, like, okay, let me react differently. Instead, I'm going to come to the realization that this is life. There are going to be people who do not know how to drive. Am I going to let this ruin my day? No. I feel like that's another thing too. Realizing that a lot of things in life is not in your control. And realizing that some things is just not worth you being upset over, and some things are not worth you just having a bad day about. You can't let certain things get to you. Your peace is important. Your well-being is important. We're human. We're not going to be happy 24/7. You have to start off by changing your reaction. I know you don't want to keep going through chaos all the time, but it's life. Change your reaction about it, because things are going to happen. Things are going to happen that is outside of our control, but you have to change your reaction. You can't always allow yourself to result in anger. You can't always take your anger out on those around you. Take a deep breath. Try your best to choose peace. And just watch how the world changes around you. It's going to be things that's going to happen, and it's going to get to a point where you're not going to even react to it. You're going to be like, oh well, and you're going to go on about your day, and you're going to literally forget that that thing happened. And because you forgot that that happened, and because you released your worry, that thing is going to be taken care of. Watch. Trust me. Just try it. Okay, y'all. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like this video. Comment down below if it helped you, or even comment down below what type of situations that you feel like you encounter 24/7. Okay? Like, if you're okay with sharing that, definitely do so, because you're helping other people. Okay? Like, when you comment down below, like, there's somebody who is going straight to the comments after this video or during the video, and they want to know, you know, if someone else has encountered the same situation as them. So be open to helping others if you can. And don't forget to subscribe, honey. And if you have a hard time doing that, hit that pink crayon down below. Okay? Okay. I love y'all so much. Bye.